Hello, my name is David Nichols, and this is my PCI DSS Assignment 1. So first off, what is the PCI DSS and why is it important? It's a commercial organization and it sets the standards for protecting cardholder information. I'm also going to refer to cardholder information as CDE in the future. The first requirement of the PCI DSS is build and maintain a secure network system. In order to build and maintain a secure network system, you need network security controls. This will monitor traffic through networks and make sure that all of these are configured to PCI DSS standards. A big example of one of these are firewall. It will monitor what's going on between Wi-Fi connections and it'll watch information ingress and egress. The next step is maintenance. So always maintain configuration standards, and the PCI DSS does change but not very often. And so if changes are done to the NCS, you must always make sure they're done properly into PCI DSS standards. The next step for this requirement is to restrict access. So make sure only people who need access to it have access to it. So don't give access to random people. And no extra ports, so pretty much only use the ports that you need in order to run the system. And for the last thing is only use essential CDE network transactions, so have it on its own network basically. And this is a quick summary on how to minimize risk. So maintain NCS standards to PCI DSS and restrict access. And make sure you use a separate router for all network and CDE transactions. The next requirement is apply secure configurations to all system components. So like I mentioned earlier, configurations is basically just the settings on which these networks are set up. So make sure you do not use the default settings that just come right out of the package. Make sure you change these and make sure they follow the DCS or PCI DSS standards. Always remember to update the configurations whenever a new PCI DSS comes out, and if changes are made, you want to make notes in the documents. This is basically just a file that basically records all of the changes made to the networks. For Wi-Fi routers, remember to never give access just to random people. Always keep access restricted. Change the defaults of the Wi-Fi router, like when the password you get and the user login you get, and make sure your encryption keys are constantly being updated. So in a theoretical scenario, if a company was using the Wi-Fi router defaults, this would be very bad because their login information would be admin and password, and anybody who is tech savvy would be able to access their network and see a lot of information. And this would be really bad because a lot of CDE information would get leaked, and this could lead to legal trouble and a big data leak.